All right. Thank you all so much for jumping on, and thrilled for you to be here tonight and to really see who we are as a company here at TrūAura and kind of what the heart behind what we do and who we are is. So thank you for joining. My name is Phillip Yarbrough. Let me go ahead and get this slideshow started for us. My name's Phillip. I'm the head of sales here at TrūAura. I love what I get to do, mainly because I work for the corporate team and I get to work with people for doing this simple thing, meet them where they are and help them take their next step. That's what I'm here to do with you tonight, meet you where you are and help you take your next step. Hopefully I can transfer a little bit of information over to you so that you can make an informed decision. That's all we really want to do tonight. We're not here to put a hard sell like other people do. We're here to actually just inform and show a little bit of our passion of who we are. So here at TrūAura, we started just over 2 years ago, back in 2018. And in 2018, Rick Heath, our founder and CEO, had a vision. He had a vision of being a disruptor in a multi-billion-dollar industry. If you haven't heard the term disruptor, it is basically a simple business term or economic term of disruption of an industry, and is usually a large one. I'm going to talk about a couple of the biggest disruptors that we have seen in the past and why they are doing so well now. But just over 2 years ago, Rick saw an opportunity, and an opportunity comes whenever there's obviously a need there, but he saw an opportunity with having a healthy environment for your skin to thrive. He wanted to start talking about bacteria and microbiomes, probiotic and prebiotic, but talking about it with your skin. You see, your skin is the largest organ on your body, and we have no problem talking about it when it's what? About your gut. But if it's not about your gut, it's kind of weird to talk about, but we wanted to bring it into the skincare world, and it's really started to take off. You're at the right place at the right time because it's taking off. It hasn't took off. And we've really been laying the foundation of that over the last couple of years. So let's go ahead and start about who we really are. And that starts at this middle picture. We're at the intersection of integrity, ethics, honesty, and respect. So what does that mean? I am not naive enough to think that other companies, whether it's direct sales or not, don't talk about this all the time. I think everybody aspires to have integrity, have ethics, have honesty and respect when they're building a company. Unfortunately, things get in the way. Circumstances and situations come about that either causes the impurities of a company to rise to the top or the cream to rise to the top. I've been working with TrūAura since the beginning of the year, and what I've noticed, and you might have noticed too, that there's been a few situations and circumstances going on. And in fact, that's why I'm here at my house right now and not in an office. We've been quarantined as a business for the last 8 months. Yes, we started back in early March, I guess so it's 7 or 8 months. But we work together as a team every morning and afternoon on calls as a corporate team to be able to work for our field. The beautiful thing that I love about this is that it's a family-owned business. There's no outside investors. There's no private equity companies that are really driving the decisions. It is a family-run business. In fact, 2 of Rick's sons work for the company, and one of his daughters, who just announced she's pregnant, is amazing, and she's a teacher, but also a consultant. She believes in this business as well. To say that this is a family-owned and run company is an understatement. Also, Rick's wife is very involved in the business, and we love being able to get her input as well. And with having that family environment at the corporate office, what it has done, it's bled into the field and the independent contractors or consultant base that you are going to be joining. What that does, it builds a sense of community. Taking me to the picture on the left. That picture, I love the picture because it's a picture of a puzzle with not all the pieces in place. And it's not the traditional puzzle that you usually see, because what's the first thing you do whenever you get a puzzle out of the box? First, you set up the picture. You have a vision of where you're going, right? What you're putting together. But then somebody always starts to get the border pieces. Why do you get the border pieces? Because it limits your vision of where you're going to be looking. What I love about this picture of a puzzle is there's no border pieces. We are not limiting where we can grow and what we can be. Sky is the limit. And we're going to talk a little bit about that opportunity as we go through the evening. The other thing that I love about that picture is that there's a couple puzzle pieces that are not in place yet. Those pieces represent you. We have a place for you. We have a specific holes cut out that match your skill set. We want to meet you where you are and help you take your next step. One of my favorite quotes is from Dr. Martin Luther King, and it says that you don't have to see the whole staircase, just the next step. It's a beautiful quote because it speaks to your own journey through life. It's not about somebody else's for you. It's not about the success and reaching the next level. It's about the daily behaviors that help you achieve what you want. Talk about achievement. On the right-hand side of the page is somebody summiting a mountain. I wish this was me. I love hiking and being able to go do a few 14ers here and there. And it truly is a wonderful experience. But sometimes you struggle. You're struggling through that climb, especially when you're getting to the top. Like here, they're above the tree line, sucking oxygen a little bit, and you have to reach out to someone for those little help, for a helping hand. Notice that I said a helping hand, a hand up, not a hand out. This is tough. It is not an easy industry. You have to be willing to work at it and be committed to a consistent behavior regardless of the result. That's where we come in as a corporate team, myself and other people within the office, of being able to work with you hand in hand to give you that hand up so that you can achieve what you want to achieve. That's why we have the system set up, the direct sales system, to where you have a mentor and a team around you to encourage you. What I like to call a sisterhood. In fact, some of those people in the sisterhood, this is Pam Drazinga recently, one of our top leaders, top 5 leaders and top 5 seller in the company. And she's here with 3 of the people on her team. Pam is the one in the white pants there. Her daughter-in-law is there in the floral, and she's got her 4 kids, one very recent during the pandemic. And so, but she's celebrating them here on actually one of our closed Facebook websites that's there for training and Facebook and encouragement. And it is about these 4 beautiful women over the last 12 months that sold over $240,000 worth of consumable healthy beauty products. It's a mouthful. So she just loves to be able to recognize them, also to be able to say, this is a real opportunity. It's an opportunity to earn an income, to empower others and be able to make a difference. April, who was our #1 seller over the last 12 months, posted this, and this was a month where she sold over $11,000 worth of product. She loves that she can just pull up to her kitchen table, throw on the ball cap, have her pajama pants still on, grab that coffee. You'll notice that we love coffee here. I do a caffeine and conversations every Wednesday at 2 o'clock where anyone can join, asking questions, and sometimes we interview some field leaders. So we love our coffee, but she's here on her replicated website that every consultant gets, that we'll talk about a little later on. But she's able to pull up there in the mornings and really get busy at working. This is how she chooses to work her business. It's her business, her way. And then she's able to have her afternoons free to spend time with her kiddos. So whenever I think of TrūAura, one of the first things that I did when looking at joining the TrūAura corporate team was, hey, where are you in that product adaptive curve? How is the adoption by people that don't know who you are? Yes, there's many people out there that know who you are, but what about the people that don't know? Where are you at? I wasn't looking for this big adoption curve. I was actually hoping that Rick did not tell me that they were at that early majority. I wanted them to be in the early adoption phase. Why? Because that means we're still at the ground floor and there's huge opportunity to be able to make an impact in other people's lives. And so I've got great news for you. We are still in the early adoption phase. We're really probably about at the 8th percentile mark. The more and more that I've been able to wrap my head around the business and looking at that. The innovators in this business, what they are, is they're the Ricks that started the company. They're the idea people, and that they're not fearful of starting something. It's kind of like a Steve Jobs, that it's like they're the idea people, and they're like, who's with me? Remember the movie Jerry Maguire, who said, who's coming with me? And then you got little Renee Zellweger over there goes, I'll come with you. She was the only one. She was an early adopter. You see, we had those early adopters that said, Rick, I'm with you. And Rick's been in this direct sales world and as a family for decades and decades. Rick has personally been in it for 30 years. Over 30 years. Myself, I've been in it almost a decade as I came from the corporate business world, the traditional business world, and realized part of my why is making a difference in other people's lives. And this is an industry where you get to do that. So where are we at? We're at the 8%. We haven't even gotten to that part yet of the early adopter raise. And then really where you get into the early majority, where you really start to see the impact in other people's lives, not just through the product, but also through our business model. So the rest of the evening, really, we're probably about another 10 to 12 minutes. Is going to be, I'm going to walk you through why we do what we do. That's going to be connected to the impact that we make in people's lives. The flexibility talks to the industry that we are in and how we work our business. The disruption is the what? The product that makes a difference in people's lives. So, all right, why do we do what we do? It's an important question to ask because there's so many people that are out there that aren't fulfilled in their daily activities, their daily work habits, the things that they do on the regular, right? That they're just burned out on it and they're sick and tired of just the same old 9 to 5, making money for someone else, and they're just punching the clock. Well, why we do what we do is to be able to impact those lives so that they can truly add value, not only to themselves, but to their family and to their friends, and really have not just a circle of influence, but they can influence their circle. So the first thing you have to understand is whether you're doing this part-time, full-time, or big-time, you can make an impact just by sharing. You can make an impact whether it's in the skincare regimen or being able to share with someone else the opportunity of TrūAura. Whenever you're able to make that impact, it has a marked effect on their lives. And that marked effect gives meaning to you. You see that when so many people want to have meaning and being fulfilled at the end of the day. So when they lay down at night, they can say, I feel fulfilled. It's not about what you did for yourself. It's about what you do for others. And if you want to have meaning in your life, impact, you want to impact other people's lives. And that significance leads to purpose. And whenever you feel purpose in your life, you spring out of bed in the morning and you cannot wait to attack the day. And that's what we want to provide here at TrūAura. Not just a way to earn an income, but a way to feel empowered. Not just inspired, empowered. The main difference between inspiration and empower, guess what? It's action. It is, I see someone else doing something and I'm inspired. If somebody creates an emotion within me and it creates an action, guess what? Now I'm empowered. That's what we want to do for you. And so, how do we do that? We do it through a direct sales model. I want you to throw out the window if you have any preconceived notions of what direct sales is. All right? because it's changed. And in fact, in the last 6 to 8 months, it's changed more than it has in 60 years. Why? Because it's turned into more of a customized shopping experience, and also virtual. That we do in-home parties still. Guess what? We do in-home parties. Oh my gosh, we must be reckless, right? No, we do it through Zoom and Facebook and these things that you can be in each other's living rooms without being there. And what it does, it's made our business more efficient, and you can do more things. And so that customized shopping experience, what you're doing is you are listening and finding a solution to someone's problem. That's all sales is. And you might be worried that I've never sold before. You're a problem solver. I know that because women are the best problem solvers in the world. And that's what sales is. Identify the problem, solve it with your product. And we have plenty of training to be able to help you with that. So this is where I was talking about the gig economy, right? The gig economy, and three of the biggest gig economy where where you have flexibility and control over your career. Yes, flexibility and control over your career. And then the beautiful thing about the direct sales industry is, guess what? You're not saddled with inventory costs and high overhead and those type things. And so that's the flexibility and control that you're able to have. In the last recession that we had, Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb were all started. They're the most famous gig economy companies. They were disruptors in the industry. Uber and Lyft, two of the largest transportation companies in the world. And guess what? They don't own one car. Airbnb, the largest hotel in the world now, and they don't own one hotel or one room. It's amazing. It's all it takes is somebody looking differently. And that leads me to our product, because our product truly is a disruptor. We talk about things in the skincare industry that many people, almost no one talks about. Why don't they talk about it? Well, first and foremost, we want to preserve, support, and supplement the skin. Yes, those are words that other people use, but how are they doing it? We want to give a healthy formulas so that it creates a healthy skin microbiome. We're talking about words that usually are with your gut about bacteria, but any organ in your body has bacteria in it. And what control about your gut microbiome? You can control what you put into your mouth. You can control what you consume. But your skin faces outward, and we're learning this more and more with the pandemic and COVID-19. Why? Because we're in touch with bacteria all day, our organs are, and yet we're not giving a head-to-toe solution for that. But what TrūAura wants to do is be that head-to-toe solution for someone who truly cares about a healthy skincare regimen. And that support is done to create a balance through pre and probiotics in every one of our products. You see, it's not just about the face, it's about head to toe. Body washes, everything that we do has a healthy narrative in mind. The thing that I love about here is the noticeable results. I mean, if you look closely, my skin looks good. I'm telling you, I love the way my skin feels after using TrūAura. Anytime I run out of one of the products, and I've got 5 or 6 of them that I use on a daily basis. You don't need that many. I'm just kind of bougie, I guess. And so whenever I use those, or I miss one of them, or I run out of one of them, I panic. Why? Because my skin just doesn't feel the same. And so what I love about this is on the left-hand side of the screen, talking about the noticeable results. And whenever you can give your customer a noticeable result through the product that you're giving to them, you're solving a problem. And that solution creates loyalty and actually creates a closeness that most people aren't able to do. And you're able to introduce customer service back into the business world. So hopefully that's exciting to you. First, we're really in tune with the why we do what we do. We love the industry we're in. We're proud of what we represent. First and foremost, you have to choose something, right, to distribute your product. You're either going to take the traditional retail model, or you're going to take a direct sales model or an online model. Well, we want to be able to really inject the customer service back into what we do and be able to explain what that healthy microbiome for skincare can really do for you. That's why we chose the direct sales model. And so one of my favorites out there is Caitlin Van Ree, and she really explains why she loves TrūAura. And I'd love for you to just take a quick listen to a 1-minute video that she made just for you.
TrūAura has been absolutely amazing for my family and I. It has put me out of my comfort zone, given me confidence I never knew I could have, a community of beautiful, amazing, positive women to be around, and the opportunity to pay for my family's vacations throughout the year. And not only that, it has helped me quit my 10-year weekend job to be able to spend more time with my growing little family. And I'm so thankful for that. I love doing Facebook virtual parties just to give tips and tricks for women to feel and look great in their own skin. I hope to build my business one day and build my team to be able to share this experience with other women too.
Well, thank you, Caitlin. What a wonderful story she has and testimony. And what I love about this is she loves to hold virtual parties. So these are where you can get into somebody else's living room and be able to use that through Zoom. And you might be panicking going, I don't know how to use Zoom. Great. Guess what? We have trainings on that. And whenever we look at that, it truly is, it's part of our trainings and tools section. And so what we have is we have apps. We have a replicated website for you. We have a YouTube channel. So you can just go to our YouTube channel, and we have outside people that come in to do trainings for us that have taught us about virtual engagement, whether that's through Zoom, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever all those are, but is able to train on those. We also have a resource library, and that is part of, part of our resource library that really equips you to do your business well. That replicated website that I talked about earlier, this is a place where you send your customers, and whenever they place an order, it's placed right under you because they're on the replicated website with your name attached to it. You get your back office and the app, and the back office really is about the reporting and how you can track and put in your orders as well. So whether you're joining us and you're an entrepreneur and you've got that spirit that's alive in you, or maybe you don't even know that you're an entrepreneur yet, that spirit is kind of laying dormant within you and you want to tap your toe in, but you don't want to have the huge capital that goes with it, then this is a beautiful place for you to do that. We want to encourage you, and we want to be able to light that fire, that entrepreneurial spirit within inside of you so that you can empower others. If you're the burned out professional and maybe you've been furloughed or let go during this tough time, that your job was a casualty, or maybe a partner of yours or a husband or wife or whatever it might be, might have been a casualty to all the layoffs that we've seen lately, then we want to be a soft landing place for you. We want to be able to help you bridge that gap. And that gap might be to something bigger with TrūAura. But in the meantime, we're able to provide an income through the product that you sell. You might be joining me as a power mom. I love power moms. I've got one. Well, she's a retired power mom now for about 23 years, I think was the last time that she was truly my full-time mom. But what I've noticed is the busier a mom is, the more that's on her schedule, and there's a lot on your schedule right now, the more efficient you become. But also, I've talked to enough power moms through the years, is that sometimes you need a forced adult interaction, and those adult conversations are important for you feeling value in your daily life. We want to be a great place for moms to be able to encourage each other, inspire each other, and grow businesses together. The second act is somebody who's moved on into a sense of retirement. Maybe it's a single mom, a mom that is now an empty nester, or somebody who left that job, sick and tired of the 9 to 5 that turned into an 8 to 6, and then left the house at 7, got home at 7. Just sick and tired, was feeling underappreciated. Maybe that was you. And if it is, I'm sorry. But at least you're out of that environment. Now you're looking for something that you can feel inspired by. Let TrūAura be that for you. So whether you are looking at making an income here or just impacting lives, we've got a place for you. And whenever it comes to that income, what we do is we provide a tiered commission structure. That tiered commission structure actually goes up. The more you sell, the more percentage you are going to make. That is different than the traditional corporate structure, which usually scales down the commission the more you sell. We want to support those who are working hard in this business. The best person to reach out to is the person that asked you onto this call. They can really talk to you about what the income is. But the great news is we are extremely competitive whenever it comes to the sales bonuses and commissions that we pay out. If not top of class, right there at it. And I was very impressed by the compensation package that is put together for our consultant base. The other amazing thing with this is that it's paid out weekly. Yes, commissions are paid out weekly. And even if you earn that top tier commission, maybe let's say you earned it last week, the last week of the month, you hit that top tier, which is only $2,500 in a month. Then guess what? It retroacts all the way back to all your sales through that, and we catch up. But we understand that you have weekly needs financially, and we want to be able to be there to support you. And so that's why we pay out weekly sales bonuses. So whether you're joining me because you love clean, safe, healthy products, or just you want a flexible side gig just to be able to do something, or you need to replace an income. You love the tech suite and the different things that we're doing whenever it comes to social media, as well as virtual business, or you just want to make a difference in somebody else's lives. I want to hear from you. In fact, jot my phone number down. It is 214-908-3221. Again, that's 214-908-3221. I'd love to hear from you if you have any further questions. Obviously, you can reach out to the person who invited you to this call. They're a wonderful resource for you, but I'd love to hear from you as well and see if there's any questions that I can answer to help empower you in your next steps with TrūAura. Right now is a great time to join. We have a promotion going on where it's free to join, and you're going to get a wonderful jump start. You can earn up to $379 worth of product right now, and you're going to earn a additional 20% on your monthly sales bonus. That's a minimum of 20% on your personal sales bonus in your first 60 days. So it's a great time to join. We can't wait to help support you and be that, like what Martin Luther King said, help you identify that first step in your journey. So let's get started. I can't wait to chat with you and really help empower you on your journey. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you had a wonderful time. Talk to you soon.